Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford MBE, born October 31, 1997, is an English professional footballer who plays as a forward for Premier League club Manchester United and the England national team. Rashford began playing football for Fletcher Moss Rangers at the age of 5, starting out as a goalkeeper, and cited former United goalkeeper Tim Howard as his goalkeeping idol. Fletcher Moss Rangers Academy Development Officer Dave Horrocks recalls that Rashford was on a different level to other boys, playing a major role as the team won a tournament with 15 scouts from various clubs watching. He spent a week training with Manchester City before he joined the academy system at Manchester United at the age of 7, amid interest from Everton and Liverpool. When he was 11, he became the youngest ever player to be selected for the Manchester United Schoolboy Scholars Scheme, usually reserved for players 12 and above. He was fast-tracked and began playing cage football with Paul Pogba, Jesse Lingard, and Ravel Morrison, helping to increase his skill level playing with players 4 years his senior. In 2012, he was part of the Manchester United Under-15 squad which finished second in the 23rd annual Marvel Tournament. In 2014, The Guardian named him as Manchester United's best prospect in the 2014 Next Generation, saying that his total football style gives him a fair chance of going all the way. Rashford trained with United's first team for the first time aged 16 under the management of David Moyes during the 2013-14 season. In 2015, United Under-19s manager Nicky Butt praised Rashford's performances for the team in a group stage match of the UEFA Youth League. His inclusion in the team began following an injury to Dimitri Mitchell, and he capitalised on his chance by scoring 6 goals in 11 games in the Under-18s Premier League, as well as 3 goals in the Youth League. He was awarded the captaincy of the team by Butt, who hailed him as a leader. On February 25, 2016, Rashford was included in the 18-man squad for United's UEFA Europa League round of 32, second leg tie against Danish club Midtjylland, owing to an injury crisis which saw 13 players injured. After Anthony Martial was injured in the warm-up, Rashford was chosen to start the game, and marked his first team debut with 2 goals in the second half of a 5-1 win. Rashford's goals made him United's youngest ever scorer in European competition, beating a record previously held by George Best, and which was later broken by Mason Greenwood in the 2019-20 season. Rashford made his Premier League debut against Arsenal 3 days later. He again scored twice and provided the assist for the other goal in a 3-2 home victory against their rivals, making him the 3rd youngest scorer for United in the Premier League after Federico Macheda and Danny Welbeck. On 20th of March, Rashford made history when he scored the only goal in the Manchester Derby, his team's first away league win over Manchester City since 2012. Aged just 18 years and 141 days, he became the youngest scorer in the fixture in the Premier League era, overtaking Wayne Rooney's record by almost 1 year. He wrapped up the season with 8 goals in 18 appearances, despite only debuting in February, as well as winning the Jimmy Murphy Young Player of the Year. On 30th of May, Rashford signed a new contract with United worth £20,000 a week, which would keep him at the club until 2020, with an option to extend for a further year. For the new season, 2016-2017, marking his place as part of the senior squad, Rashford was given the number 19 by new manager Jose Mourinho. The signing of veteran striker Zlatan Ibrahimovic meant he often had to settle for a place on the substitutes bench, though upon his signing, Ibrahimovic praised Rashford as a huge talent and the future of England. The following month, he was named as runner-up to Portugal's Renato Sanches in the Golden Boy Award for Best European Player under the age of 21. On the pitch, however, he failed to score until January 7, 2017, when he scored a 4-minute brace in the FA Cup against Jaap Stam's Reading, which ended 4-0. Due to the signing of Ibrahimovic, Rashford spent the majority of the season on the wing. He made the most appearances of any United player during the season, playing 53 times. Rashford made his first appearance of his second full senior season 2017-2018 season on August 8, 2017 against Real Madrid in the UEFA Super Cup as a 46th-minute substitute in a 2-1 defeat. On 23 October, Rashford came third in the 2017 Golden Boy Award behind winner Kylian Mbappé and Ousmane Dembélé. By 28 October, Rashford had contributed to 12 goals in 16 games, with 7 goals and 5 assists, with his most recent goal being against Huddersfield Town on 21 October and his most recent assist coming against Swansea City on 24 October. At the conclusion of the season, Mourinho rejected the possibility of Rashford leaving on loan, pointing out Rashford had been selected for almost every match of the season. Prior to the 2018-19 season, Rashford was given the squad number 10 following the release of Ibrahimovic, the club's previous number 10. Become the youngest player in United's history to score in 4 successive league games, and the 4th youngest to reach 150 games, behind Norman Whiteside, George Best, and Ryan Giggs. On 2 February, Rashford was announced as Manchester United's Player of the Month for January 2019, as well as winning United's Goal of the Month for his strike against Tottenham. A day later, he made his 100th league appearance for the club and scored the only goal in a 1-0 away victory over Leicester City. In doing so, he became the second youngest player after Giggs to reach the milestone for the club. His impressive performances in January earned him his first Premier League Player of the Month title, becoming the first United player since Ibrahimovic in December 2016 to win the award. On 6 March, Rashford scored from his first competitive penalty for the club, sealing a 3-1 win in the second leg of their Champions League round of 16 tie against Paris Saint-Germain to send the club through to the quarter-final on the away goals rule. He also contributed to Lukaku's equaliser, who scored off the rebound from Rashford's initial shot. On July 1, 2019, Rashford signed a new 4-year contract with Manchester United, keeping him at the club until June 2023, with the option to extend by a further year. On the opening week of the 2019-2020 season, Rashford scored a brace in a 4-0 win over Chelsea. At the end of season, Rashford was voted third for the English FWA Footballer of the Year award, and he also received the PFA Merit Award. In the 2020-21 season, following the conclusion of the UEFA Euro 2020 tournament in which he represented England, it was agreed upon by club doctors and specialists that Rashford would be operated on. The surgery went well and ruled him out until October of the 2021-22 season. After the injury-laden 2021-2022 season, he had a very poor run of form. Let us hope for the best this season.